What's going on, guys? This is Easy Breezy. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about what's wrong with being a material girl. Now, I know you girls want you a cute guy. He got to have money. He got to have a car. He got to have a house or whatever. But see, one of the things where you will go wrong is if you wish for a guy with money. You may get that, but is he gonna have the actual qualities of a guy that you admire and respect? You may manifest a guy with money, you may manifest a guy with a car, but you may manifest a cheater, sis. You may manifest someone that doesn't even respect women. All right, so instead of wishing for a guy that has material things, it's better to wish for a guy that has qualities and characteristics that you admire that will complement you, your life, and your personality. For example, someone that is strong, a strong-minded person, someone that is open to new things, someone that is a humanitarian and just thoughtful, giving and forgiving, and just things like that. Like, I need to have these characteristics, these qualities, okay? Because I have definitely gotten to it and chumped off a few rich niggas, okay? Niggas with like businesses and a lot of money. Because if you're corny, you're corny. Like, if you're corny, you're corny. I can't do it. Like, I can't force myself. I just can't. I just can't. Number two, the problems with being a material girl. You will never be satisfied. You just won't. You will never be satisfied with just love. You will always need to be gifted and like rewarded somehow. Like, you will measure love with material things. So if your boyfriend didn't buy you something in like a week, you're going to start feeling empty. You're going to start feeling like, well, does he even appreciate me? Because he hasn't bought me nothing. And let me tell you something. It's not good to measure love with things, because what if your partner lost it all? What if y'all got robbed? Are you going to leave him? What if he got arrested or something and all his possessions got seized or whatever? Anything can happen, and all of a sudden you're gonna feel like, what, you don't love him anymore because he can't buy you things or he can't do things for you? Now, one thing that I feel like, if you have that type of relationship where it's a material based relationship, that is basically like an ego relationship, that you have to get your ego stroked in order to be happy with this person. You can't just really genuinely love this person for who they are, because if they had nothing, you wouldn't even be attracted to him anymore. All right, number three, what's wrong with being a material girl is, girl, you will scare him away, okay? Now, a lot of people may say, well, if that's intimidating to him, then clearly he don't got it. Well, you don't know that a lot of guys actually do have things going on. They do have money, and they don't want to just give it to a girl that's unappreciative. They don't want to give it to a girl that's always going to be like, gimme, 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 gimme. Because real hustlers and real business owners, or just people that have been through it, okay, they have went broke, and if they actually got themselves up again, then they look at their money a little different now, okay? They know that it's not just willy-nilly go spendy, and they have like a little more conscience when it comes to spending and who to spend it on. So especially if they had a girl that they thought that they can buy. They probably did buy her at first, but to buy a girl comes with maintenance, okay? And that maintenance was probably way more than he anticipated. So when you are coming to a guy like, gimme, 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 It may be cool in the beginning, but when you just become a whole bill out here, not even one bill, you 3 bills. You nails, hair, and makeup, and food, and Ubers. When you become 6 bills, listen, you're going to scare him away. He is going to think that he can't maintain you. And if he can't maintain you, then he's not going to feel like a man. He's not going to feel like he's making you happy. Hell, he's going to think you might as well cheat on another guy with money. Like, he's not going to feel secure in a relationship. All right, number 4, the problems with being a material girl is I'm sorry, is that a word? Self-worth. You know, this is hard because we live in a society where, like, material things determine your value, okay? Only on social media, not in real life. But if you are a material girl, that means that you only have confidence or you feel valuable when you have expensive things on. What about when you go thrifting or when you get like things on sale or whatever? Like, a lot of girls don't even look at a secondhand store because, ew, no, I'm not buying no cheap shit because I have value, bitch. Okay, and you don't want to love yourself only when you have things. You don't want to only love yourself when you have designer on. That's the first way to get lost in the sauce. You have to love yourself without these things. Like, I literally had to train my brain to love myself without having a wig on. You know how long that took? Makeup is next. I don't think makeup will ever happen. But hair? I had to let go of wigs and I had to accept myself for who I was. So now that I go out in public and I don't have a wig on, I don't feel like I have to have a hood on all day or shades on all day because I actually love myself and I feel confident in my natural form. Now, when I go out in public, obviously I don't have full faces on like this. But before, if I didn't have a wig on, I was not going outside today. It wasn't happening. So when you are a material girl and you only feel good about yourself, or you can only post on Instagram, or you can only really be interactive when you have designer or when you have expensive things, it's not good. It's not good. You gotta love yourself without that stuff. Trust me. All right, so number 5. So number 5 is not a law, it's actually a story. So one time I had this friend, well, she's still my friend, but one time she told me that she was dating this guy, right? So she's dating this guy and she's telling me how he's like really perfect for her and he's an entrepreneur and he supports her. And I'm like, okay, that's what's up. Like, I've never really heard you talk about a guy like this. Like, that's what's up, right? So maybe a couple weeks later, she comes over my house and she's telling me that she's mad at him. And I'm like, why? Like, it's too early to be mad at people, but I'm like, whatever, just tell me what's going on. So she told me that the guy, she doesn't feel like he cares about her because he doesn't buy her things. And he won't like do things for her on a drop of a dime. And so I'm like, you know, are you sure that he's able to afford that? You know, do you actually like him for him? Or are you only dating him because he can buy you things, buy you food, and call you Ubers? You know? So, you know, she claims, you know, that's not the case, which what they all say. And in my mind, I'm like, you know, this cannot go well because I know how she is. I know how she is. She's going to expect the world from this guy and he's not going to be able to give it to her. And it's going to cause friction in the relationship. But I didn't say nothing about it. I was just like, girl, you know, let that go. Talk to him, okay? Just because he can't do this and that for you, like, you have to see him for who he is. She said, okay. All right, couple weeks later, okay, she told me that they went to the mall, and mind you, this is around Mother's Day, so he was picking up things for his mama. okay? And she was mad that he didn't get something for her. Growl. But anyways, so she was mad about that, right? So they ended up getting in a huge argument and they ended up breaking up. They wasn't talking, they was done. So I'm like, girl, are you serious? Like, come on now. Come on. But she was like, yeah, I'm finna make him jealous. She said, I'm gonna get my hair done. I'm about to go to my girl Tunchi and get my makeup done. Shout out to Tunchi Marie. And she said that she's finna go to his house and pick up something that she left over there, and she's finna walk around like a little bad bitch. Like, yeah, nigga, I'm happy now. I don't need you no more. And I was like, girl, that's not gonna work. The reason why that's not gonna work is because it's not like you can go over his house looking good and make him jealous and make him want you again, okay? He's only gonna see you and be like, that old high maintenance ass bitch. And you, like, going to his house and making him jealous is really like the wrong move. Like, that's not this situation. Like, that's not the solution to this type of problem, okay? You're going to his house to make him feel jealous, and he's only going to feel like you're kicking him while he's down. He's only gonna feel like, damn, I just remembered why I don't even want no parts of that. So I don't know if she actually went and did it. I hope she didn't do that bullshit. Because if anything is going to make them even further apart and break them further apart, it's gonna be that. So I feel like if she was to do anything, then it would be to apologize to him and say, I'm sorry for expecting so much out of you. You know, not coming around him and trying to make him jealous, because he's not going to feel jealous. And listen, it's a lot, you know, just being in love with no expectations and no ego. I swear it's so much easier than being a material girl and expecting things, because when you rely on people, that's how you get disappointed. You know that. You already know that. So the more you depend on someone, the more you're going to be disappointed, and that's not the way to live. Okay? So be independent, love yourself first, because if you can't love yourself first, you cannot love anyone else. I don't care. I don't care. You can't do it. It's impossible. So you guys, that was my 5 reasons why being a material girl is just, it's not the way to go. It's not. If you guys like this video, make sure you like and comment. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, make sure you go ahead and do that and turn on your notifications. See y'all later. I'm on my selfish shit. They got some niggas in their prime. I bet you're still working.